How was he there for
He
you?
was there for me because it was when this shooting of the reporter thing in Houston was all going on.
What attracted you to it? She was brighter than most of the folks around her, and brighter than just about everyone that lived where I was raised.
She's intelligent. Don't think she's not intelligent. And she's mean to go with it.
Richard Shelton never warmed to his daughter-in-law.
She's a bitch.
Okay. Clint and Catherine settled in Dallas. He found work where he could, sometimes working for the local constable. Catherine knew the rules. She convinced the judge to allow her conviction for shooting Gary Taylor to be set aside. No longer a felon, she went back to practicing law.
What I try to do is get justice for the people who come to me.
Michael Chiaro came to Catherine as a client when he was charged with robbery. His wife, Marisa, went to work for Catherine and soon became an office star.
She was simply indispensable. She would do everything for you that you needed done, whatever it was.
She also took on a lot of immigration cases. But then, 7 months after Marisa began working for Catherine, she left. Under what circumstances did she leave?
I came back from the courthouse one day, and she and all of the staff were gone.
Marisa opened her own immigration consulting business here in downtown Dallas. Soon, she and Catherine were accusing each other of scamming their clients. And things between them got downright nasty.
She was threatening me. She was screaming at me. It was something from a bad dream, being tormented in a high ocean from a girl gang or something. She told me that I wouldn't live to see Christmas.
Catherine denies she ever threatened Marisa, but someone was out to get the Chiaros. On the night of December 20th, 1999, Michael and Marisa drove up to their new home in Rowlett, a Dallas suburb. Michael stepped out of the car and into an ambush.
It just happened. He tells me, go, run. I don't even know how the door opened.
This is the weapon that was used to kill Michael Chiaro. Detective Supervisor David Neighbors says after shooting Michael Chiaro, the masked gunman took aim at Marisa as she ran. He got a live round in there, closed the shotgun, and fired at her.
It's like fire leaving a gun.
Striking her in the arm and upper chest and temple pelvis in the face. Marisa says as she lay playing dead, she heard a familiar voice coming from a second masked figure, urging the gunman to shoot again.
She said, don't be a pussy. Do it. And he told her, I did. I shot her.
When they left, she says she stumbled to a neighbor's for help.
When the She lived in her own world. And her boyfriend Charlie, just a misfit James Dean. And I never seen him go on a murderous rampage.
The entire state of Nebraska is in full-blown panic.
Killing 11 people is shaking us all to our very core.
It put the whole state on its ear. A Crime to Remember season premiere Wednesday at 9 from Investigation Discovery. Now get 50% off all Domino's pizzas when you order online. 50% off sausage pizzas, pancake pan pizzas, even barbecue banana and pepper pizzas. If you're into that, for a limited time only get 50% off the menu price of 34 million pizza combinations at Domino's.com. Julie, I know today's critical, but I really need a sick day. Dads don't take sick days. Dads take Dayquil Severe. The non-drowsy coughing, aching fever, sore throat, stuffy head, no sick days medicine.
Cetaphil cleans without stripping for healthy, hydrated skin every day. But how will that gentle power make you feel? Beautiful.
Yeah.
This holiday,
And then I gotta go to Grace
romantic on
she was accidentally injured by a gunshot wound that was not intended for her. Murphy says Marisa had been making big money defrauding immigrants who wanted green cards, and Michael knew too much about it. I believe that Michael Hierro was intended to die that night because he was going to blow the whistle on Marisa Hierro's immigration scam. So you're promising people green cards, promising to help them get their green cards, charging them thousands of dollars for that?
No.
But documents obtained by 48 Hours show Marisa did charge high fees, and attorneys who represented several of her former clients told us she did little or nothing for the money. In fact, the lawyers group asked her if she was practicing law without a license. Marisa said she told them she'd shut the business down. That was just days before the murder. If you were defrauding aliens, that might be a motive for somebody else to take a shot at you.
Well,
Somebody besides Catherine. Is it possible
no.
that a disgruntled client
No.
took a shot at you and your husband that night?
Well, I'll say that her husband's serving life in prison plus 20 years. So she
What?
been shooting.
Damn, that's crazy, ain't it, babe?
Says she's hiding from Catherine. Wouldn't even tell us where she lives, but she talked to us at a hotel outside Texas.
I'm not comfortable with traveling to Texas because then I put myself in Catherine's playground.
Catherine says she will press her case against Marisa even if she doesn't show up. Because Catherine wants to prove to anyone who will listen that she and Clint had nothing to do with shooting the hero.
I've had enough of all of this silliness, and it's beyond silliness, it's meaningless.
Catherine and her lawyer insist Clint was railroaded with flimsy evidence.
Where's him?
Like when that
Just had a
body near the hero
box of cigarettes sitting over there. Did you just throw that pack away, babe?
Yeah, there's nothing in it.
There was a couple cigarettes in it.
There's one in it. I
Oh.
It's suspect, says Murphy, because the porta potty cleaner ended up getting fired 3 years after the murder for falsifying his records. If the porta potty was not cleaned the day of the shooting, Murphy says Clint could have left his mask and gloves there the night before the murder, just as he testified. It's an awfully unlucky coincidence for Clint. It sure is. That poor fella is, he is a victim of circumstance. As for Catherine, Murphy says there is evidence that all but exonerates her. She wasn't and couldn't have been there that night.
Oh, I couldn't even get that one up. That's crazy. Oh, they give me another try.
Those phone records show Catherine's mother called her
Couldn't even get it up again. Oh, it's still letting me go. Okay.
Clearly, Catherine's mother was talking to somebody for a good length of time that night. Do you think it was Catherine?
I don't know who it was. That's investigators run it and determine that for sure.
Just got 14 of them.
And believes to this day Marisa had nothing to do with the crime. Did she seem too eager to implicate Catherine Shelton in this shooting?
Now, if she was that type of witness who had made something up, she would have simply said people didn't have masks on. When they pulled their masks off, they were talking to each other. I recognized the face.
But Catherine says Shook recognized an opportunity in Marisa's story to get Catherine and get headlines.
I'm the answer to the prosecutor's dream, me. Think of what the mileage he can get out of me.
Why could he get so much mileage out of you?
I'm a lawyer. Controversy has swirled around me for 25 years. I sell papers.
Your Honor, our next witness will be Catherine Shelton. She says she was nothing but a convenient patsy for Marisa.
There was a time when if Marisa here had walked through that door, I would have thrashed her like a bad little fat girl that I beat up one time in the 4th grade.
But now she says she's ready to duke it out in court.
If she has something to say beyond, oh, I'm so afraid of Catherine, then let's hear it.
This fall,
Oh.
the most popular magazine in the world is bringing the most compelling crime stories to light on Investigation Discovery.
I just want to talk to my sister. I can't even do that.
A 10-month-old girl was reported missing.
My heart sank, and I just knew.
These are the stories that changed everything.
The entire world was heartbroken.
We bring viewers closer
through the lighter, babe.
Were anything but. This sort of thing doesn't happen here. These are the crimes that define the times. It's just shocking. The Emmy Award-winning series returns. A Crime to Remember. All new season premieres Tuesday at 9. Only on Investigation Discovery.
Oh, you did it all right. Let sparkle paper towels clean it up. Do that, and you'll see sparkle crosswords. Was it perfect for cleaning spills?
Look the meal for me. And that's what builds your stuff up, y'all, when you get in that workout room. But if you got team practice, do your free throws. I'm just trying to get my badges, y'all. That's what I'm trying to do, get all my badges.
Going beyond expectations because our pets deserve it. Beyond natural.
If y'all what I happy, just crazybare19's. That's how y'all happy. Just up my video.
Unwrap the mysteries behind the most horrific and unholy crimes committed during the holidays in a 4-part new limited series. Homicide for the holidays. Homicide for the holidays. Homicide for the holidays. Back-to-back episodes tonight at 8/7 Central on Oxygen.
This year, let's put a new spin one. So all we have to do is pick out the perfect one or two. Make the most of our time and money. And make sure it's exactly what they want. Let's put something under the tree that will get used all year. Good. More steak. More soup.
2 conies, or 2 burgers, and 2 tots, and 2 drinks. Yeah, I'm seeing double.
Speaking of double.
You guys want to hang out sometime?
I think I did.
2 piece for $9.99. So try our classic crispy chicken sandwich. This is how you sign.
Olay Total Effect. Vitamin enriched to revive skin and fight 7 signs of aging. Your old school dance moves might show your age. Your skin never will. Olay. Ageless.
Make your best friend's holiday magical with greenies from PetSmart. A great way to start freshening your dog's breath. Save $1 on select greenies seasonal treats at PetSmart.
My name is Carrie Moss Jennings. I'm 3 times on my list and a 3 times on me. I use orange for whatever life serves up. Safe, effective, convenient. Performance and peace of mind. Done and done. Onyx delivers. Start your free trial today.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
And the big Aristotle, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Taking a look at the Lakers, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And obviously this season, quite a change for the Lakers with Kobe Bryant having retired after 20 seasons. Shaq, you played with Kobe for so long. Any memories of his time with the Lakers you'd like to share with our audience?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Kobe for turning me into Shaq Stradamus. What I mean by that is, early in Kobe in my career, playoff game versus Utah. Kobe was the only guy who had guts to take the shot. As you can recall, I think you guys called the game. He shot 3 air balls in a row. He was down. And I saw he was down, and he was still the youngster on the team. I put my arm around his shoulder and said, you know what? One day you're going to be the deadliest game finisher in the universe. And it came to fruition. And that guy saved my butt many times. So Kobe, thank you for 3 in a row. Thank you for helping me get that statue. Love you, buddy.
Wow, love is. That was right from the heart, wasn't it, Kenny?
I need a napkin.
Tuesday at 10.
I was going to take a tissue. Napkin's a little rough.
No, not to me. There's multiple tears coming down. But I just remember when he had 81 points. Like, against the Raptors, I've watched that game on multiple times on television on playback just to see. And you know what the crazy part about it? He had a terrible first half. He just had an average first half. I wouldn't say terrible, average. And then he exploded in the second half. So I always thought, what if he had 2 halves? He might have had 100.
And you know what? I see your point. I don't want a tissue. I don't even want a napkin. I'd like a paper towel. Or then maybe move up to a piece of sand.
You're too elevated. No, you're too elevated.
Marisa has falsely blamed her and her husband Clint for the crime.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And before we...
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in their opponent. They come at you in multiple ways, depending on where those weak spots are. He said, you've got to be ready for everything. He's a pretty tall order. Guys?
Thank you, David. And with this much of the season in the books, you get the sense teams, Brent, are starting to view areas they need to address.
Yeah, this is always interesting, Kevin. If it's before the trade deadline, you may start looking around the league for players that might come in and get you poised for a playoff run by making a shift in your personnel.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Fareed on the block with Nurkic in the middle. Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Will Barton. And it's Gallinari in at the 3 slot.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
And not many players at that position, as explosive as he is in a close game, just rose up to the challenge.
Here's Mozgov, and Mozgov throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Fareed the pass to Barton. From 12 feet out. Denver gets it back. And Gallinari kicks to Mudiay. Back to Gallinari. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Nurkic dishes to Fareed, and it's in there.
And really, no amount of defense is going to keep Fareed from finishing off the shot, looking totally focused on that basket.
Russell passes to Mozgov. Now here's Ingram. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Prez kicks to Mozgov. Here's Prez. Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss any of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
Nance against Fareed. Barton outside. Gallinari in the corner. Another shot, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, you got to like the aggressive D going for the block, but he got it just as it was on its way down.
Nance a screen on Barton. Here's Prez. And that's a rugged play.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up a dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw. Courtesy of Kia. Mozgov with the block. The dish to Nance. In the corner, it's Ingram. He feeds it to Prez. Bartz to Fareed. easy layup after coming off the pick. Fareed's got his third basket of the night.
And you got to love the aggressive attitude by Fareed there, knowing that no one could guard him down low.
Mans a screen on Barton. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Now here's Prez. Barton defending. Prez with the bucket. The Nuggets trail. Now Moutier still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Gallinari kicks to Moutier. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Russell's running. Count that bucket. 8 points for Prez.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Here's Moutier. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Love the shooting form there from Moutier, and the coaching staff loving the result.
Russell dishes to Prez. They double him with Barton. Prez kicks to Russell. Knocks down the 3 ball. Russell's got 5 now.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
And when having discussions about the Lakers over the years, one word that has rarely been mentioned is rebuild. The franchise is used to championships, not rebuilding.
And another word that they lack is superstar. You're not accustomed to seeing the Lakers without a true superstar on that roster. And they've also always been a top destination for the A-list free agents.
Hard to believe that Kenneth Faried was taken 22nd in the draft class of 2011. And he's been a solid player ever since he came into the NBA.
Another one of those players, Kevin, you could classify as just because of his size he was overlooked, but his ability to muscle in and really outwork everybody makes up for that lack of size. Not your prototypical power forward, but he can hold his own.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
And for a guy who was never drafted, Mozgov has carved out a nice role for himself in our league.
The Nuggets trail by 5. And here's Moutier. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And the Lakers making a change here. Randall's checked in. And Brent, one thing you have to like about Jusuf Nurkic is that he plays with some edge to his game. I remember a moment where he scored on a defender, felt they tried to flop, and then handed the ball to them as they laid on the ground.
I love the confidence that he shows. He's a space eater, and he clogs up the lane, and then sometimes he just shows you he's got deft touch and soft hands, so some untapped potential as he gets better.
And the goal will be against Julius Randle.
Presidential pardon.
That's his first foul. Barton passes to Moutier. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Moutier's got 5 points so far. There's the pick, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Moutier. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 9 points a night, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
They get a hand on it. Gallinari outside. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Prez. Martin defending. Prez with the bucket.
And you got to admire the attitude of Prez.
Get over here, guys. Hustle up. Let's talk. Listen, guys, we've got one guy doing all the damage out there. He is really causing problems for us from the outside. Let's smother him and take away those easy looks, all right?
Possession breaks down. Of course, as the shot clock winds down, you're going to find a ball handler and a screener. And some of the best in the business reside on the West Coast. I think about Chris Paul. And I think about Damian Lillard being able to operate out of those pick and rolls with great effectiveness.
Good examples. Fareed, a screen on Russell. Moutier kicks to Fareed, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
That's how you run the pick and roll. Moutier smooth there, finding his teammate after the screen.
Nance with it, looking for his first basket still in this one. And finished off by Praise.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Barton drives in. Sweet little floater. Barton's got his second basket of the game.
And that's the explosive speed once again from Barton. Blew past the D on the drive to the rim.
They double him with Barton. Russell dishes to Randall. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Moutier. He's got 5. Barton outside.